Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. I'm Ruckus. I'm so happy that you're still here with us inside the Now Morning Show. I have with me on for entertainment on Now, Mr. Peter Levels. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good morning, Ruckus. I am well. How are you?
Festive. I think you're
Yes,
enjoying the
yes,
season so
yes,
far, and I
yes.
know that you are feeling festive as well. How have things been?
Oh, why? How have things been?
How have things been?
Up, down, all over the place. It's Christmas season, especially this week. You know, so it's a lot of preparing and, and mainly, well, where Christmas is concerned, I'm for the children.
Yeah.
So I just trying to get the place in order for my children. Have
It's
a
one of the
nice
things you
Christmas.
realize as a parent, right? It's
Yeah.
like, it's not about you no more for Christmas.
Yeah, it's not about you getting up Christmas morning and seeing the place transformed. You have to be that transformation.
You are now the
So they say,
transformer.
you know what?
But I know it's definitely worth it.
It is when you see the smiles on their faces and stuff like that, yeah.
All right, so now this year you gave us a parang.
Yes,
tune.
yes, man. It's called
Parang
Filter Parang. First, I got to big up Myron B. Myron B is the one on the production on this track.
Chief instigator?
Yeah, yes, that's the man. Well, you know what? Calypso Night. I
Calypso
stand
Night is his
corrected.
name,
I
yes.
stand corrected.
Yes.
Right, so big up to Calypso Night. I wrote the track. And we started working on the track when I think late July, August then,
But what inspired you to even jump into parang at all?
Well, I always loved Parang,
Right.
Soca Parang especially. The festive nature of Soca Parang, I've always loved it. And someone being in the Soca genre and stuff like that, I said, you know what, man, I need to do a Soca Parang. So I think in 2018 I did actually in 2017 I produced my first Soca Parang. It's called Bilingual. That was an interesting story about a fellow who wanted to sing Parang, but he don't know Spanish.
Right.
Like so many of us.
Are we just singing it
Yeah,
with pride?
we
sing
down
all
the
your
road.
own
Everything
words.
is
Yeah.
os, and the next one I can't see on national TV.
El Poquito. This place have too much mosquito.
Right?
We learn from Uncle Crazy. What you gonna do?
And then there was one that I released called Lewy Dance. That's actually a big favorite amongst listeners,
Yeah.
And then this one, this year I released called A Filter Parang.
A Filter Parang.
Yeah, and this one is actually inspired by the fact that we had, we were locked down over the past 2 years and stuff like that. And, we're coming out now, no more restrictions. A Filter Parang.
From house to house.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
what we're
man.
talking about. Now, Peter, one of the things that's interesting about you for me is that you're also a teacher.
Yes, I am.
How was that experience, being both performer and teacher?
Yeah, it's someone asked me this last night. There are pros and cons, but you definitely go with the pros.
Right.
I teach at the Barataria North Secondary School. Big up to Barataria North Secondary.
Bop.
Yeah. And as a music teacher, you really get to reach students and give them an avenue to really fulfill a potential that they Also, as an entertainer, though, you find that students sometimes want to be a little too familiar. Sometimes you had to draw that line. But it's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good. I even use that. Sometimes I use some of my songs to
Right.
teach
Right.
certain, things in music and stuff like that. And the children really get excited, Yeah. Especially when I go on YouTube, and if I have a class and I take them to YouTube and I start to play certain things to them and I'm showing them stuff, the class changes. Everybody.
Yeah.
No notes, no nothing to write on the board. They just want to listen to music.
And do you find that changes behavior, it changes
It does.
attention span?
It does. When you lock this younger generation, when you lock them into something, you can wave a magic wand and get them to do what you want and all that. Yeah, it does. And music has that force.
Have you been able to see it do behavioral changes? I mean, how long have you been teaching at Barataria?
I've been teaching there 10 years now.
10 years now.
And what I would say, that's an interesting question. When I did my degree in music, we had certain courses, and one of the courses was music therapy.
Right.
And we had to explore the effect on music and how it can change people's behavior and perspectives and deal with mental health and all these things. So music, yeah. And I've seen it with some of our students.
Yeah. Can you describe one of those changes to me?
There was one particular student who was very, very, very disruptive. Disruptive, I'm telling you, real disruptive. But he was always skilled on his instrument, on the steel pan.
Okay.
Right. But when we got him into Form 4, Form 5, and we started working with him and stuff like that, he started to become a little more focused, a little more calm, a little more disciplined, because music is all about discipline. As someone once told me, you could have all the talent in the world if you don't have that discipline.
We see
And that
that
goes
on a
to
daily
sports.
basis.
That goes, you know.
We see that on a daily
Yeah.
basis. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Levels is here. If you don't mind, Peter, you'll take us to the top of the hour with the
Sure.
song, right?
No
so you
problem,
can get a
man.
little taste of the parang. And it's
Yes,
Christmas
man.
week.
Yes,
We
indeed.
celebrating.
Yes.
And I
Yeah,
want
man.
to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now. Because together we aspire. And if together we perspire, then together we definitely can achieve. Please enjoy the day. Be safe if you're going out and do your shopping or whatever else you're doing. 'Tis the season to be merry. 'Tis the season also to be safe. Peter Levels takes us
Let's
to the top of the
go,
hour.
everybody.
The
Run,
Parang
come in.
Hey.
Everybody, run, come in.
On behalf of
Everybody,
Susan,
run,
the
come
entire
in.
TVC team, we wish you a
Everybody,
fantastic
come.
day.
This Christmas I'm coming out from a quarantine and I'm feeling mean. I want a parang so bad, neighbor, open your door and let me in. It's so long we ain't meet up, dance up and drink up, I don't want to stop. Grab back what show, there we go parang till we drop. I feel to parang. I wanna parang with you. Come let we baila now. Come let we baila. Parang. I wanna parang with you. Come let we baila now. Come let we baila. I we go dance, 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 dance. And when the quattro start to ching, ching, chinny, ching, ching, chinny, ching, ching, chinny. Hey, and then we dance, 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 dance. And when the mandolin start ching, ching, chinny, ching, ching, chinny, ching, ching, chinny, ching, ching. You see, we hit the road, there's no heavy vibes, we don't want to load. All we need is liquor and instruments, and we feeling good. Matura to Arimata, then Barataria. Sando down to Mayaro, we can't forget to be a bit of Hey, big up to Kamariana Naya, looking on. Come let me baila now, come let me baila. I wanna parang with you. Come let me baila. Hey, watch it. Come let me baila. Hey, and we go dance, 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 dance. And when the mandolin start, hey, ching, 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 ching. And we go dance, and we go dance, and we go dance. And when the mandolin start, ching, 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 the parang. Hey, hey, I wanna parang with you. Come let me baila now. Come let me baila, parang. I wanna parang with you. Come let me baila now. Yeah, now. Come let me baila. And you go dance. Yeah, man. Hey. Nice. Watch it.